Hey Subbies, we're going to be doing a thrift store haul. I can't wait to share these amazing thrift store finds with you, and some of them I even had found in my local Barnes & Noble in a reduced section, but they are high quality reads that I can't wait to dive right into. Before we get into the video, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my amazing, wonderful, fun-filled videos I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And make sure you're also following me on my social media. My Instagram is Comedy Creation. I love to share book reviews, hauls, and some delicious foods that I love for beautiful breakfasts, lovely lunches, and delicious dinners. So make sure you're following me on my Instagram. Let's get into this haul. The first item I've got is a movie. It is called How to Deal. It is a combination of two of Sarah Dessen's novels, and those are That Summer and Someone Like You. I have yet to read That Summer, but I thoroughly enjoy Someone Like You. It is my all-time favorite book. I've read it at least 15 times since I've got the book 10 years ago. This is a wonderful movie. It stars Mandy Moore, and it is the most adorable adaptation of a book to movie that I have ever seen. I highly recommend it. It is one of my favorites. And I've always liked Pirates of the Caribbean. This here is the first movie in the series. This is Pirates of the Caribbean and the Curse of the Black Pearl. Johnny Depp does an amazing Captain Jack Sparrow, and I love watching all the movies purely for his extremely excellent performance, awesome acting abilities, and extremely fantastic storylines that I've never been much into action-adventure movies until I saw the Pirates of the Caribbean series, and I can and will absolutely watch them again and again because they are that amazing. I highly recommend that you check these movies out. Now we're going to move on to books. The first book I have is called Zippy. This here is a memoir book. I've always loved reading memoirs. They've always been very interesting to me because I've enjoyed being able to get lost in the world that the author is creating that truly is an adventure. A Girl Named Zippy offers a rare and welcome treat, a memoir of a happy childhood. When Haven Kimmel was born in 1965, Moreland, Indiana was a sleepy little hamlet of 300 people, nicknamed Zippy for the way she would bolt around the house. This small girl was possessed of big eyes and even bigger ears. In this witty and lovingly told memoir, Kimmel takes readers back into a time when small-town America was caught in the amber of an innocent post-war period. People helped their neighbors, went to church on Sunday, and kept barnyard animals in their backyards. Laced with fine storytelling, sharp wit, dead-on observations, and moments of sheer joy, Haven Kimmel's straight-shooting portrait of her childhood gives us a heroine who is wonderfully sweet and sly as she navigates the quirky adult world that surrounds Zippy. This here, I can't wait to read this book and review it here on my YouTube channel as well as on my Instagram. The next book that I have is The Things I Want Most. The remarkable story of a couple who risked everything to open their home and their hearts to answer an abandoned child's wish, the things I want most. It was a small note buried in the file of a deeply troubled 11-year-old boy, a plea for a normal life Rich and Sue Mintier couldn't ignore. The Mintiers heard that in that simple note the voice of a frightened child who wanted what all children want and need, someone to love who would love them in return. So they brought Mike home to the cozy country inn they'd restored and managed in rural upstate New York. There, over the next year, they would try to make Mike's dream come true. But first they would have to work through the fear, anger, and distrust that accompanied this boy who's lived his whole life with the label severely emotionally disturbed. For the biggest obstacle to Mike's happiness was Mike himself, who gave the Mintiers every reason to give up but one, the power of love. I am also looking forward to reviewing this book as well as reviewing it on my Instagram. Make sure you're following me on my Instagram. My Instagram is Comedy Creation. These two books I've got from Barnes & Noble. This here is The Missing by C.L. Taylor. You love your family. They make you feel safe. You trust them. But should you? When 15-year-old Billy Wilkinson goes missing in the middle of the night, his mother, Claire Wilkinson, blames herself. She's not the only one. There isn't a single member of Billy's family who doesn't feel guilty. But the Wilkinsons are so used to keeping secrets from one another that it isn't until 6 months later, after an appeal for information goes horribly wrong, that the truth begins to surface. Claire is sure of two things: that Billy is still alive, and that her friends and family had nothing to do with his disappearance. A mother's instinct is never wrong. Or is it? Combining an unreliable narrator and fast-paced storytelling, The Missing is a chilling novel of psychological suspense that will thoroughly captivate and obsess readers. That book I got for $6. This book here is Finding You by Joe Watson. This book I got for $5.98. When you go to Greece to meet your family but end up making out with your smoking hot tour guide, #sorry not sorry. Being adopted never meant Jane Smith felt unloved, just unlike the rest of her family. As her 25th birthday approaches, she is struck by an overwhelming longing to finally find her place in this world, so in a very un-Jane-like move, she books the last-minute ticket to Greece to find her birth father and the real Jane. All she knows about him is that he was a tour guide named Dimitri. Armed with the knowledge from her mom, Jane takes off. Within minutes of landing, she makes two important discoveries. First, everyone in Greece is named Dimitri. And second, fate might be playing a sick joke on her when a tour guide called Dimitri comes to fetch her from the airport. He offers to help Jane with her search, if she'll go on an adventure with him. Stable Jane would never risk a steamy vacation romance, but real Jane might finally be ready to listen to her heart. Will Jane find her biological father, or will she end up finding something else entirely? I hope these books and movies will inspire you to check out your local thrift stores and Barnes & Nobles to find your next beautiful books and marvelous movie gems as I have found mine. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my amazing, wonderful videos I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure you're following me on my Instagram. My Instagram is Comedy Creation. I love posting book reviews, hauls, and some delicious, fantastic food ideas, beautiful breakfasts, lovely lunches, and some delicious dinners. I can't wait to share all of those amazing posts with you, so make sure you're following me. And also check me out on Twitter. My Twitter is Comedy Addict. I love playing hashtag games. They have been more fun than a barrel of monkeys for me. I've also included in the description a video to help you understand Twitter and the app Hashtag Roundup, which is a wonderful companion app to use with the terrific app Twitter, and both of these I make super simple and easy to understand so you can delve into the confusing world that has been made easily navigatable to you from my extremely helpful video. I love using Twitter, and hashtag games have always been a lot of fun for me because you can be as creative as your mind can come up with. So make sure you're following me on my social media platforms. I can't wait to see you in the next video, subbies. Until then, sensational smiles go for miles. Be sure to subscribe and stay a while. See you in my next video. Bye, subbies.